Hey everyone, thank you again for joining us for another episode of the Liverpool Connection podcast. We're at our favorite Irish pub, BD Riley's. I'm with my mates here, Del Cross, Jono. 3-1 victory, 3 points. We needed the 3 points. We still kind of play jaded, but the 3 points is all that matters. And what do you guys think about the lineup? Because we made some decisions about, Salah being on the bench and a couple other players.
I think I think we lo- I think we played quite well today. I think we controlled most, if not all, of that game. Obviously, go 1-0 up, look 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 quite comfortable at 1-0, and then Fulham come back into it and score. And ironically, kind of, you'd think that's a bad time to concede a goal right before halftime, but I think the way we've been playing lately, I think it was probably a good time because we went straight in at half time, 1-1. I think Klopp was able to get hold of the lads and kind of talk them through it, not to lose the fucking head. And I think we came back out in the second half. We were very, very dominant. Thought the second half display was really, really good. Endo was super. I think all the lads were really, really good in the second half, and it was a lot more controlled and a lot more comfortable than it's been in previous weeks. And just more of that, please. And yeah, no, go ahead.
No, I'm saying we look always comfortable, but sometimes I just feel like we lack a sense of urgency. I mean, because we do like to play the ball around the back, but we have some goals we need to chase too. It'd be nice to go get some more goals, but 3 points, you got to get the 3 points. We were up 1-0 with a superb strike from Trent after Elliott kind of showed his hand, but Trent comes back in there, and that's why he's one of the best free kick takers in the league. And what a goal that was, Jono.
Honestly, I think Trent right now, if he could have come back a couple of weeks ago, I mean, I think we'd be pissing the league. But um, he just needed some time, and you see what we last couple of games what we missed, and he's still not ready to do 90 minutes, but it might just be enough. Not just the free kicks, but the balls, from all over the field, the switches of play, the long balls. I think he was phenomenal, and we've seen what we missed. But all the guys in the first half, the guys that came in, it was interesting because again, Elliot looked so impactful when he comes in off the bench. Today in the first half, I felt like he was out wide. He's doing a job, but it was hard to get him into the game as much. Gravenberg again. I think everybody first half was pretty good. Like there was no bad performances, but it wasn't like dominant. And then second half, I thought that we really were superb. Like you said, that when a team is low on confidence like we are, it's difficult to say you chase goal difference. You just can't, right? You have to be just careful about it. And I thought they were pretty careful. Yeah, the goal that we conceded was sloppy, but they didn't let it bother them. And we came out second half, we were pretty good, and then Endo was fucking magnificent that second half, everywhere. And then gradually, guys felt better and better. And it would have been nice to get another goal, but you kind of understand, like when you're not confident, that the guys don't want to overcommit. Guys like Soboslai came in, but he's not in form, so it's like, and Salah's not quite at it. But getting a 3-1 win, you can't sniff at that, man. It's super.
One thing about Trent though is like not just the free kicks and the set pieces, but it's the when he plays that hybrid role, you really don't know where he's going to go. He doesn't know where he's going. The defense doesn't know where he's going, so it really creates a lot of chaos, right? And I feel like without him in the past, and I know that I do like Bradley too as well. Bradley's such a tremendous player. It's a different style, right? Bradley's more down the line.
Yeah,
right.
you just miss Trent's like vision.
Mm-hmm.
Just his passing range is just out of this world, and it just gives the ability to do something different and come up with something different and really switch. Some of those big switches that he did today were, magnificent. And he's a world class fucking player. You're gonna miss a world class player, and it's just great to have him back. And just to go back on your first point on the team selection, I think the team selection fucking is vindicated by a 3-1 win. Anybody, losing their minds about Maka not starting today. I mean, he's starting a obscene amount of games lately. He needs a fucking rest. And, having 60, 70 minutes off today will do him the world of good. I'm pretty sure we'll probably see him start during the week at Everton. So, I mean, the team is what it is. It's a squad game. We have now the lads back. Use your fucking squad. And Salah, and then leaving Salah out, look, he's been terrible. We'll dress it up and however, this will be dressed up whatever way you want to dress it up. And well, he was dropped or he was rested or whatever. The thing is he's not played well. He's come in and he's not been overly, I don't think he came in and was overly good today either. But yeah, so I think the team selection was what it was. I think Kanate was due a rest as well. He's played 3 or 4 on the bounce. He's not done that typically for us without fucking picking up an injury. And the last thing you want now is any injuries coming into the last 5 games. So yeah, the team selection was what it was. I think Klopp got it spot on.
And it was good to see Gravenberch hit that nice
Yeah,
goal.
I think it won't do him any harm.
And he hasn't had a lot of minutes recently to pick up that goal. But then after he hits that, there's a couple other chances that he could have hit that same shot, and then he passed it off. You're like, lad, you've already hit one, and he hit another one, right? So take a chance. But I thought we were pretty comprehensive, especially in that second half. We kind of bossed the game. They really didn't have anything moving forward. Paulinho, like I think I heard you say once he got his yellow card, he's not the same type of player once he's on a yellow.
I don't understand the hyper in Paulinho. He literally just goes to ground all the time and should get a yellow card in the first half of every game. But he was, totally quiet. But Gramberg, it was good. It was good for his confidence. Jones is rested too. I thought it'd be a good game to bring him in late on, but you got McAllister, so there's competition in that midfield. But honestly, I think Endo's performance. I think he'll start against Everton. It'll be a battle, and he's a battler. Gakpo, there's a few of them that all over the place that we still don't look, in sync too much going forward, but that doesn't come like immediately when you're struggling for confidence. And it wouldn't surprise me if it does come in the next couple of games. If we just keep kind of battling, I think it will come.
What's happened to Soboslai?
Tired, I think.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, he struggled, and I'm not sure what it is because he was so good early in the season, and then he looked so poor the last few games. I'm sure it'll come good. He's so young. It's probably you just put it down to youth and just kind of, he's got all that talent.
Yeah, I wonder, like on Soboslai, I don't know. Somebody will be able to tell us this or check it on stats or whatever, but I doubt he's ever played this amount of games. He's a young fella as well. But and then to go back to your point, John, about the fluidity today, it's very hard to be super fluid. Like another thing, I'd love to see how many times that midfield has played together today.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not very often, if at all. So it's hard to be kind of fluid and have real fucking attractive football when you're kind of lads are getting they're coming back into the team, but really haven't played together. So, but I mean, look, at this point of the season, fuck it, 3 points. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's just get 3 points, put pressure on the other, keep the pressure on the other two, and just see where we end up.
In defense of Soboslai, he's a young lad, like you said, leading Hungary to the Euros. That has to take something out of you mentally, and he's playing every minute. Just like when Robbo was leading Scotland to the Euros the last time, or it's mentally draining, it's physically draining because you're the man that everybody's counting on. So I'm cutting some slack, but I'm glad he's on our team, and we'll need him. We're gonna need everybody here in like these last 5 or 6 games. So right.
Yeah, last 5 games, that's it. Just go. Just no matter what happens here, just win them and just see what happens with the other two. And that's all we can do now is win the game. But much more positive after today. I think today was, I think not only for the fans to see a good, nice, handy win. I think for the team, it won't do them any harm at all. And just looking forward to Everton on Wednesday and see where we end up.
That midweek game against Everton, it's always, you never know. Form's out the window on those games anyway. You guys know that. I think he'll play Jones just because he'll put the Scouser in there on that game, and I really think since he rested today, I think he'll start him. But like you said, 3 points is 3 points. It doesn't matter ugly. The other teams win ugly too.
Yeah.
So City and Arsenal, they're not gonna beat everybody 5-0. They're gonna get some breaks here and there. So we just got to keep the pressure on. And we've mentioned this at the beginning of the season. We'd biting our hand to be in this kind of position to have a chance to win the league. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, totally. I just said to one of the lads here as well, like, it's not all that bad. You've 6 games to go. You're 2 points off the top of the league. Um, a cup in the bag, and we're going around. We're going around like it's the end of the fucking world. But look, I get it too. It was the position that we were in. We found ourselves in that. It was it's a bit disappointing to have given that up. But at the same time, look, uh, there's a league there still to be won for us, and all we can do now is win our games, and let's see where we end up, and that's it.
well, as we sign off, what a beautiful day here in Austin, Texas, man. It was kind of cold this morning, right? There's nobody here. I was like, okay, where's everybody? But then it got packed, and there was a lot of families and some new fans and people traveling from Orlando and Denver and other places to come visit here. And so we appreciate the opportunity to just have our podcast and in such a great environment. But 3 points, 3 points, and then
Up the fucking Reds.
Up the fucking Reds.
of the fucking Reds. So see you next time. Subscribe, like, put on your notifications, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.